They need the white flag. What's going to happen? It's about to get interesting. Green again. 93 to the inside. Shake up here. And of course, always good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here, Signature Esports. And a pleasure it is to have you here live once again for the National Motorsport Simulation Association race on Wednesday for the Car Series Championship Auto Racing Series. And we got a lot of fast Xfinity Series cars for the USA. And they are ready to rock and roll. About 2 minutes left in practice as we're going to start going through kind of the breakdown. First and foremost, the George Williams report. That is where we start things. Total 160 laps today for the Kentucky 240 that we have going on here. The stage 1 is going to end on lap 40. Stage 2 on lap 80. And then an 80 lap shootout. 4 sets of tires. 3 tire changes. So you're going to start with a set and we're going to be ready to rock and roll. Roughly 29 to 32 laps on a green flag fuel run, so barring any caution, that is what you're going to be looking at for fuel strategy here. This is the Bluegrass State, and it likes to eat tires. As George says, the Bluegrass State loves to eat tires like horses eat hay. That's what George says out there, so good old George giving us a little humor for us. Not able to join us today. He's going to be in the race, part of the starting lineup. Will be hard to run much over 40 or 55 green laps on a set of tires unless you're really good at saving. So everybody looking to take tires on the first stage, the first 2 stage cautions unless they have a lot of yellows. Big thank you to George for putting us in there and keeping things ready to rock and roll. Playoff standings for the drivers right now. 5 different drivers have won their way into the playoffs. This is the week 6 race here, so these drivers looking maybe to have another a new driver win here. Taylor, Sturgill, Schwartz, Bell, and Ray Rogers all locked into the chase here for the NMSA Car Series, Xfinity Series Drivers League standings so far. Zachary Taylor and Jonathan Bell, they are tied for the most points. Jonathan Bell relinquishing the number 70 to Hurst out there. So Hoerst, you're going to see him drive the team number 70 for the rest of the season. Jonathan Schwartz, 3rd there in points. Ray Rogers and Michael Sturgill, those guys all 4th and 5th in points. Team standings, IJD Racing 120, leading Georgia Peach Racing by 3 points. In the team standings. Outlaw E-Racing 10 points off in 3rd place. Hope you're having a fantastic evening out there. Make sure you give the likes and the follows and all that stuff on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. If you're new here, make sure you do that for me. I'd appreciate it. Everything that you do helps the entire facet of what we have going on here. Also, we are live on the National Motorsport Simulation Association Facebook page. Go ahead and go find them. Give them a like and follow for me as folks are starting to grid up. And it's going to be real interesting here. Michael Sturgill Jr. is going to be the guy on the pole. The 97 is going to have Ray Rogers to his outside race. Super fast last week. Got a good win in, and congratulations to what he's doing there. Ben Hurst, the number 70, is going to be there with Clint Leatherwood to the outside. Brad Fulham and Joseph Mahar are going to make up row number 3. Brad Lee, Wesley Burchett is going to be row number 4. Blake Debinet, number 21, is going to have Mike Watts to his outside. Race Pass Motorsports number 84. Anthony Mossbasher is going to have Rich Swavely there in row number 6. They're going to start leading each other around. Down the grid we go. Phil Locke, the number 1. Outlaw iRacing is going to be behind my co-commentator for the most part. There is the number 40. He's going to be there. I think somebody had a little issue, maybe backed up on pit road there. George Williams going to start 14th in row number 7. Gene Wolfe, Chris Johnson going to make up row number 8. Brad Williams and David Moore in row number 9. Tony Edrington and Cody Shantz going to make up row number 10. David Harden and Zachary Taylor, row number 11. Seeing a lot of good drivers back out in the mix. The 23 of Chris McLean, or 23rd, Chris McLean, the number 42. He's going to be there. Big Block Motorsports, John Schwartz is going to be there in the number 8. Moving, grooving. Josh Peterson out there as well. He's going to make up the tail end of the field. James Kunkel, race controller for tonight. Thank you to James for what he does and, you know, all the fantastic things that they love to see. Let's move to race info, brought to you by Omega Leaf CBD. Go to OmegaLeafCBD.com, put in promo code CARS25, and that'll give you a nice little discount off an already discounted product. It's absolutely amazing. Pace car's going to lead them all around here. Sun setting here at Kentucky. The track temperature is at 81 degrees, which is slightly hotter than it was yesterday in the Truck Series, but at Kansas. But it's still going to eat up the tires. The colder the track temperature, the less that you're going to be able to see that those tires be able to be saved and maintained. Let's see, 78 degree air temperature, 57% humidity, partly cloudy skies going to play a factor here. The wind, very blustery, so it's going to move these cars around quite a bit. You're going to see that as they drive this oval here in Kentucky. Track length 1.46 miles in length. Go to signatureesports.com. Buy yourself a t-shirt. Put your caution predictions out there. I'd appreciate you if you did that, and I hope that you enjoy this iRacing. Lovely. Let's go Leatherwood, says Harger out there. Mr. Lee, have a good broadcast. Thank you very much. Mr. Mike Sturgill, go Sturgill out there. He is there, ready to lead these guys to the green flag backstretch for these folks. And man, oh man, we're having a whole lot of fun here live on all the platforms. I hope that you have a fantastic evening. Keep tuned in. 160 laps is what they're going to run. They are going to be there. Remember our cautions tonight. It's going to net you an SETV mug, courtesy of myself over here. Mr. Harger has one out there. He likes that mug. He uses it all the time. He might be wearing it in pretty darn nicely. Pace car is going to dive off on the pit road. Pit road speed here is going to be a bit tricky too. 45 miles an hour. So they can go from 180 miles an hour down the backstretch to 45 miles an hour at a turn at number 4. They get to green. This race is underway. 97 Sturgill gets a good jump to the inside. Ray Rogers to the outside. Hurst there behind his teammate. And they are going. 97-70. The 51's going to be there to the outside. Highline can be a good, predictable line. Turn 2 really good, but a little bit of contact to the outside wall. Leatherwood gets into it just a little bit, but they are still running green here. Moving and grooving for the drivers. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. They are really stacked up back here. Here they are, 3 wide, and a whole lot of fun coming. There is Mr. Brad Lee in the number 8. He's going to be there with the 76. In front of him, Wesley Burchett had a good race yesterday, trying to find himself all the way to the front. Blake Deponette there in the 21, right there to the outside of the 76. Wall scraping is going to be kind of common here. You're going to be able to see that. Blake Deponette trying to go there. Mike Watts and Brad Lee falling back just a little bit, but they are holding on for dear life. Michael Sturgill has a good little gap, as you see it right there. We're going to switch things over. It's showing the faster lap times, or the best lap times for the drivers. Now we're going to move over to the gap. There it is. Half a second is the gap for those drivers. They're coming around turn 2, lap 3 being completed under green flag conditions. And they are holding through. Blake Deponette involved right there. We're going to take a look and see what happened. Caution as it comes out. They are 3 wide. Ooh, 85 of Mahar. Tried to come down, wasn't quite clear, got into Deponette, and a lot of avoiding. Oh, man. I almost up the track right there. Hang on. Look out what happened with Joseph Mahar right there. You see him kind of up. He's saved. Ooh, he almost had it saved. He tried to get out of it. A little bit of the left side. Whole lot of rear damage right there. I think that is about as bad as it gets for the most part. So they'll give the tricky little track a moment of time to reset itself. Michael Sturgill leading them around. Still your race leader. He's going to have Hurst right there behind him. They're all trying to check back up, get behind the pace car here, and ready to rock and roll. Caution predictions, any of you. I look forward to any of them out there. First one to get it, and it does not include the stage cautions. So this is all cautions for incidents. So there'll be at least 2 that do not count towards the total. So right now we're at a first caution. If you have anything from yesterday, cautions were very few. I think 5 total, 2 without incident. So 3 total for incident. Sherry says 5 cautions tonight. She lowered her prediction from last night. No doubt that's going to be a good prediction. Sherry needing some fun. Sherry, if you do win this one, I will be sure to send you the water bottle instead of the coffee cup, because I've been promising you a water bottle. You need a water bottle. Sturgill, Hurst, Rogers, Fulham, and Leatherwood's going to make up the top 5. Kind of want to take a look at Clint Leatherwood's car right there, because Leatherwood had a little bit of right side contact, and you know, you get curious about what happens with these cars. A little bit, you see it right there, straight out the nose of the car on the right side, just a little bit on the hood. So no doubt that'll be a good chance. That's going to slow him down just a little bit, but for how long? Because, you know, because you don't drink coffee. No problem. I drink coffee. I drink in my Joe Six-Pack Racing cup, because I've worn the I've worn out 2 SCTV cups, because I put my hot water and lemon water in here, and but I drink coffee as well. So that's kind of what we do. Hope you're having a fantastic evening out there, Sherry. I really do. Michael Sturgill, your race leader, holding on to it. The iRacing pace car, he's having a little bit of fun. A little early in the race, but you know, lap 3 is where you see it. Some drivers who went to pit road on lap 5. Joseph Mahar was one of them. They're going to be way back here. I think Mahar's getting... Here's Depinet. He was getting a little bit of that damage fixed. Joe Mahar coming back in to get a little bit more fixed. You see it right there. So try to work on that while he can. No tires, no fuel. Just dig on it. Going to get a little bit more done. 10 or 15 seconds makes a big difference over the course of a long race. So we're going to see Joe Mahar. He's going to be at the very end of the field. First car off the lead lap's going to be Josh Peterson. He's going to be a lap down, but I think he started from the pits. So that right there is going to, you know, he's just going to keep it clean until he needs to check in. Sturgill. It's going to have Ben Hurst to the outside. Lights are going to go off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it. 97 electing the inside lane here. I believe they go off of what iRacing tells them. I don't know that they have lane choice here. Anywho, there's the iRacing official pace car. Almost looks like a Tesla. Not quite a Tesla, because we can't say it's a Tesla. You know. It is what it is. Make sure you have your watch parties out there, all your favorite Facebook groups. If you don't, then do it now. It's your opportunity. If you can start watch parties. The watch party thing is cracked me up quite a bit. These cars are ready to rock and roll. 97, 70, 19, 51, 76. It's going to make up the top 5. Leatherwood, Mossbasher, Watts, Locke, and Johnson. Top 10 for everybody. And swap that 10 for the 70, the 76, the 10 there to the inside. You're going to see a lot of right side damage. That's just something that's going to happen. And it will be absolutely thrilling to see. The Dunkaroos number 70. Nice. Folks, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to update paint so you might see, just because I loaded in quite early today because I was having a chit-chat about a Formula One series race that I was going to be, that I'm looking to be a part of. So you're going to see some cars go from colorful to white over things. So don't mind it. I promise it'll be okay. 97, whoa, 70 drops down in front of the 51 right there. 97 gets a really good jump, but maybe didn't really, I don't know, he didn't have the jump that I think that he would have needed to make that work. There's the 97 down the backstretch. 0.7 of a second, that's going to be the gap. Ben Hurst, the 70, drops down in, and now is going to start trying to close the distance. It's in front of Ray Rogers. Ray Rogers, 4187 iRating, A-class driver with a big old safety rating. Michael Sturgeon, your race leader, 4680 with the 499 safety rating. Ben Hurst, 5674 with a 466 safety rating. Top 3 drivers combined for over 13,000 or over 15,000 in iRating. Lap 9 being completed, green flag conditions. Ray Rogers paint scheme updating right there for you, folks. It should fix. There it goes. It's gonna fix. There's Ben Hurst. He's trying to track down teammates high up on the wall right there. You see him running into the corners. Big little long stretch for him. They're coming around the back stretch. Ray Rogers starting to catch the field. Fastest lap of the race. Ran that time by Zachary Taylor, the number 14, 31.06 for the driver. He's right there on the back bumper of the 84. They're coming around turn 3 and turn 4. Going to find that groove that he's going to be able to run. How do you hold on to these cars? They are super loose down to the front stretch below the yellow line. 14 getting to the back bumper of the 84 is going to be dropping down low, trying to get to the back bumper of the 76. Slide for the 14. He's going to make it stick, moving and grooving. Zachary Taylor up to 6th now. Biggest mover of the race is Zachary Taylor, who's up 16 positions. Next biggest mover, Chris McLean. I was talking about him before. 3 wide as they get into the corner. There's George to the outside of him. The 42 of Chris McLean up 8 spots, and he is trying to make it stick. He's got a little graffiti all over that car. Turn, front stretch for him. That tri-oval, very tricky. Got to keep it as clean in the line as possible. 42 drops down into the midline run. It's going to be right behind George Williams, up 9 spots now to 14. Zachary Taylor on a big old tear. He's right there behind the 19. He's up to 5th now. Started 22nd. He is moving and grooving. Michael Sturgeon, the race leader, 0.6 of a second lead over Hurst. His teammate, Ray Rogers, right behind him. Brad Fulham there in 4th. Getting stared at on the outside by Zachary Taylor. Fulham leaving no unanswered calls. He's there to 5th, but he is really making that Toyota stick. Zachary Taylor, the 4th, completely working the outside lane, making passes everywhere. Right behind Ray Rogers is going to be the 14 of Zachary Taylor. Ray Rogers, then last week, is looking to work his way into maybe another win here. Strategy is going to be the big key. And Jonathan Bell, one of the best of strategies, not in the race today. He's going to be in the truck series. We talked to him last night. Hurst, the number 70, who's right in front of Ray Rogers right here. Taking over that number. And he's got the Dunkaroos Toyota inside the top 5. 3 of them are Toyotas. 70 slams the door right there. But don't count on Ray Rogers yet. He's patient. Ben Hurst. That's what he sees in the rear view mirror. The Toyota Supra closing. Now Zachary Taylor trying to hold on to it. Michael Sturgill way out there. Coming into turn 4. Tri-oval front stretch for him. Moving and grooving. Lap 16 being completed under green flag conditions. They had a little pit thing going on right there. And on that first caution, I don't think hardly anybody without any damage came to pit road. I was taking a look at that just a second ago. Gene Wolfe, George Williams, they all came to pit road. They might have went in and they went and got some fuel. Richard Swavely came in, got no fuel, just got some things fixed. I take that back. Rich went in and got some fuel. So he's running a good race. 3 wide into the end of the front stretch. 42 trying to go around the 40. 38's trying to get to the inside. 40's going to be there. Man, their 3 wide racing is getting crazy. 40 drops down and below the 38. 42 is going to go to the outside. 42 making moves. Chris McLean at 11 spots. They're running 77 in front of him. I'm sorry, that's the 11 in front of him. That's Gene Wolfe. George Williams right there with his nose all over the back bumper of the 42. George holding on. Good run for the drivers. Moving. Trying to find some space. Real estate is all about how the speed's going to be able to carry. George drops down low. 38 to the outside. Rich Swavely trying to go around George Williams. And is going to make that pass. Does look like the 42. Chris McLean up 12 spots. Going to get it right up next to that wall. He's moving. He's grooving. He's carrying and doing a wonderful job. Move over. He says, I've got some space. I want to go. Rogers Race Wraps. There you go. There's a 38. That's the look right there. High line for the 42. He's using the midline, trying to make sure that he's clear. 38's going to be right there. Rich Swavely to the inside of that Toyota. Going to slide up in place right there behind him. Rich might be utilizing that draft pretty nicely as you see him hit turn 3 and turn 4. In 11, trying to track down the top 10. Anthony Mossbasher, the number 5 right there. That's he's looking at him. He's about 2 seconds, almost a second and a half off the pace of him. Looking at 1.25 seconds between he and the next driver. Phil Locke, a second ahead of him. That's the number 1. There goes Phil, running in 9th, up 4 spots. Clint Leatherwood trying to will that car back up into the top 5. He started in 4th, right now running in 8th. Still having a good race, though, and don't count him out because it's still young. 21 laps in, the 97 of Sturgill, trying to make it work, trying to make it stick. 97 has Ray Rogers to the rear bumper. Ray Rogers looking to make some moves. He got around Ben Hurst in that podium Toyota number 51, trying to make it stick down to the inside. 97 goes down to run the line. They are not going to be able to slam the door that easy. 51 gets around the 97, and Ray Rogers, your new race leader. Tire wear, very, 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 very much an impact here. 51 gets around a few drivers, drives the tail off of it, and ran a 3/10 better lap last time by. Draft very important at Kentucky when it comes to tire wear, and that is pretty much where the 97 and the 97 and the 70 need to be. But don't look now, right behind him, Zachary Taylor in 4th. He's looking to make some waves. Last time by, he ran the same lap time, or pretty darn close to the same lap time as the race leader. 32.56 for Ray Rogers. Sturgill ran a 32.77. 32.60 for Hurst. And Zach Taylor, 32.58. Starting to catch up. Zach Taylor is. Brad Fulham, he's running good laps too. 32.60 in his last lap. Hurst going around Sturgill, teammate to him. He's going to be there at the bottom. Side-by-side racing. Driving up the corner, down into turn 1. 70 going around to the 97. 97 tune time. Good enough to win it. Pole sitter back to 3rd. Chris McLean was chasing a top 11. or chasing the top 10, falls back 2 more spots. He's got a whole lot of everything around him. 11 of Gene Wolf. Wolf Racing. He's going to have the 32 teammate right there with him. Cody Shantz poking his nose into the mix. There he is. He's got Joe Mahar behind him. The 5 to his outside. Good little bash going, Moss Basher racing going on right here. Whoa, down into each other. Wolf getting right to the door of the 42. 42 is clear there, and he's going to be trying to work his way back up there. Rich Swavely inside the top 10 now, up 2 spots from where he started. Leatherwood off pace just a little bit. He's going to need that damage fixed, and he's probably going to get that during the caution break. Ray Rogers 0.3 of a second over the 70 of Hurst. Sturgill looking at Taylor behind him. Taylor looking to try and go around him. That's a good little battle right there. Turn 2 for the drivers. Moving and grooving. They're still clicking. That's for darn sure. 14 outside line run for the 97. Faster in the midline. Taylor is 32.75 for the last time by, better than the race leader. This time by 32.69. Zach Taylor trying to battle to the outside. Slides in front of the 97. Is going to get that line back. Taylor needing a little bit more luck. Phil Locke coming to pit road, it looks like. Ooh, Phil Locke in and out. Sorry about that. Thought he was coming to pit road, it looked like. 27 of 160. This time by it'll be 13 laps until stage end. And they need all the help they can get because they're going to have to come and get a splash and go. They're running enough laps right now. They're going to have to do it. Best lap for Ray Rogers at 31.17. Fastest lap on the racetrack has been ran by Zachary Taylor, 31.06. Zachary Taylor to third now, up 19 positions, trying to track down the race leader. 14 in that mid-high line. 97 of Sturgill's going to be trying to track him down. Hurst, 0.4 of a second off of Ray Rogers. Zachary Taylor, that time by running a faster lap than Ray Rogers. Rogers 32.87. Hurst, Taylor, and Sturgill all a 10th or better. Needing to clear it. Here they go. Zachary Taylor. This is the battle going on for these two drivers right here. 14.97. 14's going to be down low. 97's up the track. Brad Fulham starting to catch Michael Sturgill there. 97. Oh, 14's coming to pit road. Zachary Taylor, 45 miles an hour, needs to get it. There it is. He's in on pit road. So Taylor looking to be the first of the cars to come in on pit road. Rogers there will have to make that trip here pretty darn soon. Zachary Taylor, fuel only for him. 51 down low. Coming around, going to lead another lap. There he is. Mike Watson on pit road as well. There he is. Now Zachary Taylor got in on pit road in time to just be right behind the race leaders when he comes off pit road right here. So we'll see how that's going to work for him. Ray Rogers leading 0.7 of a second over Hurst. And this time by make it 31, now 32 laps before, 32 laps in it. Front stretch run, that's going to be the drivers. Ben Hurst to second. Michael Sturgill in third. Brad Fulham in fourth. Wesley Burchett in fifth. Mike Watts a lap down now. Zachary Taylor going around. He's going to be behind the 76, who is in fifth place right now. So he's going to drop down in. Try to make that pass. Ray Rogers sticking out another lap for himself. Zach Taylor super fast. He's still running the same. Phil Locke in on pit road. Zach Taylor running same lap times as the race leader, maybe just a half a tenth slower. Trying to get around the 76. 14 is going to be there to the inside. 76 going to be moving and grooving outside line lane. There goes the 14. 76 Losing a little bit of ground there. Kind of wonder if he's arcing it in for pit road. Not going to be this time by. 34 in. Ray Rogers, fortunate enough to get the caution to be able to run a few extra laps. We're talking about the George Williams report. George telling us what was going on with that 29 to 32 green flag wraps. 29 to 32 green flag laps, and now Ray coming to pit road, getting down to 45 mile an hour zone. Ben Hurst, your race leader, is going to lead a lap here. He's going to come around for at least one more, maybe clutching it in as best as he can. Michael Sturgill. You're going to see these guys coming to pit road. Clint Leatherwood in on pit road as well. Ben Hurst coming around. Jonathan Schwartz there. Zach Taylor still looking to get himself up there with the rest of the field. Coming to pit road this time by the 70. Michael Sturgill having to slow down as well. Pit road about to get busy. Ooh. Brad Fulham going to lead him around here. Swavely in on pit road on lap 6. So Rich Swavely might be the guy to beat here. Swavely might have a little bit of an advantage. 32 laps. He might be able to run that. Some of these drivers, 34 laps on their cycle, might be able to make that work. Brad Fulham there. Zach Taylor trying to go around to get his lap back. Getting close to him. He's going to be there. First car lap down is Zach Taylor. Up to 16th now. Caution came out right now. He'd be the lucky dog. But he is just trying to get that lap back naturally. Coming around, going to be up to speed. 14's going to be there. John Schwartz took tires. It looks like John Schwartz took tires on his pit stop, so he's going to be there in the number 8. Or at least he got a lot of damage fixed. Brad Fulham coming around. He's going to be on pit road. Some of the drivers you're looking at. Rich Swavely out front. Lap 38 being completed. Chance, Mahar, Wolf, all those guys came in on 4, 5, 6. Brad Williams, the 94, he's coming around. George Williams put it on lap 4 as well. He's trying to have a stroke of genius here. Rich Swavely coming around, 39 complete, needs 2 more laps to go. Zach Taylor trying to make it work. Ben Hurst is coming around as well. Zach Taylor going around at 33 to the outside, trying to track down that top 10 position. Some of these drivers, they've been they're out there this entire time. Rich Swavely right there behind Zach Taylor. 51 of Ray Rogers trying to get his lap back. Gonna do so. Swavely coming around to complete lap 40. Last lap this time by for stage 1. Swavely gonna be able to make it on fuel, so he'll have the stage win. Cody Shantz 6.5 seconds off the race leader. Right there, stuck in the middle of a whole bunch of everything. Rich Swavely gonna be there. You thought things were interesting. Well, now it's all shaken up. Rich Swavely is going to win stage 1 here at Kentucky for the Cars Ultimate Championship Series. Stage 1 winner, the number 38 of Rich Swavely. He's going to come around and meet up with a pace car. Got to come in for fuel for the offset chance. How is that going to work for him? Wonder if everybody's going to come to pit road. Ray Rogers still super fast. Dave Harden, Brad Fulham, Wesley Burchett, Phil Locke, Clint Leatherwood, Chris Johnson, Anthony Mossbasher. All of those guys, all of those drivers right there. The dog almost went crazy. My dog whined. All right, they're all coming to pit road, I do believe. I think Brad Lee, he hit pit road a little early. Dave Harden's going to stick it out. He's going to be your lucky dog. There's the 33. Brad Fulham's going to get the wave around here. A lucky dog, being a lucky dog. 9 was coming off pit road in front of the 33, so that's going to be where he's going to be at. Rich Swavely coming to pit road. It takes 4 tires and some fuel. So the run is about 40 laps on the tires, so that's pretty much equal parts. You can come in and on the stage break, get your tires, call it good, rock and roll. Joseph Mahar gets a little damage fixed. It's like Bradley got a little damage fixed. Leatherwood, I believe, stuck it out. He's going to be out there for a minute. Maybe hoping for a caution so that way he can work his way to the front. Needs those extra tires. It's the thing, you got to, with stage, the way stages work, you kind of got to pick your battles. Whereas it would have been a nice little green flag run at a stage break. If you're a lap down, you're going to be holding on to it. So these guys are going to come to pit road this time by. Hold on to it and pray for a caution because these guys are a lap down. These drivers. Say guys, just in case. Say drivers, folks. Drivers! Sun is almost completely set here at iRacing's Best Kentucky. And if you're not a part of iRacing, make sure that you get out there and you do it. Because iRacing is the place to be for all things sim racing. Rich Swavely coming around, lap 44. So the way that I look at this here is that they ran 40 or 34, 35, 36 laps on their fuel runs. With fresh tires, these drivers might be able to make it all the way around. So we'll see how that is if they're saving fuel right now. Blake Devinette looking to get a lap back. He was 11 laps down, so he's just going to stick it out and try to do the best that he can. George Williams back on the lead lap. Went in to get some of his little bit of right side damage fixed. I do believe he's going to be restarting right behind Ray Rogers. Excuse me. Doing a good little job there, Mr. Ray. I hope you're having not Ray, George. Ray's was doing a great job earlier too. Worked his way from second after kind of getting the door slammed in his face early on. He stuck it out, got around, and number 51 is having a good time. We'll go at it this time by. Lights are off on the pace car. A little bit of fun to be had, that's for darn sure. Pace car there, 38.8. 94.32, 97.14, 70, 84, 985. Front 5 rows. Little green flag run here is what they're hoping for. They should be, I was talking about it just a second ago, they should be able to make it on fuel if my calculations are correct. But we'll see how it's, 14, sideways. Caution. 14, they went 3 wide, 32 was there, 94 put his nose in there. Oh, man. Holding on to it. Oh, everybody going around, everybody missed him. Oh, man. Nice job, drivers. All right, here's the green flag once again. This will be from Zachary Taylor's point of view here. You got to jump. 32 is going to be there. He's right there at the back bumper. Gets to the start-finish line. 14. Had some real estate. Outside line run. Oh, the 94 was there. 32 was there. A little left side. Oh, man, hold on to it. Man, those brand new tires. Oh, man. I was going to look and see. I think the 33 just already had that damage. I was going to look at the... One more time. 33's point of view. David Harden might have gotten a little bit of bump from his teammate right there. We're going to take a look here. 33 inside. George Williams is right there. They see what's ahead of them. Getting out of it. Oh, George trying to get to the back bump. Trying to get close to the back bumper. Just didn't see it, I think. Look at George Williams. His nose looks fine. That's a little bit crazy. Let's cockpit point of view. Yep. Okay, so coming. Whoop. Oh, he was on the brakes. Oh, back out. Oh, just a little. Man, that wasn't even accurate. Drop slow. Not even accurate at all. Alrighty. Just a little bit of incidental contact at the end of it. Lucky dog is... Was that Brad? Brad Fulham. Could be your lucky dog. 19 back on the lead lap. Sigh of relief on his part. Wesley, now the drivers most definitely will be able to make it on fuel after that caution. So be a solid green flag run. Rich Slavely still your race leader. Excuse me. 76 first car off the lead lap now. He's looking for that lucky dog position. He's going to be right there behind the two. Josh Peterson in 24th. He is a few laps off. He got some things fixed. A little left side damage still left for that truck, or for that car. Man, yesterday trucks, today cars. The Irwin 38. Digging. Ray Rogers has moved himself from, he was in 11th. He's up to 9th now. Number 51 doing a good old job. Doing himself some justice. Lap 49 being completed. Going to lap 80. That's going to be the end of stage 2. So we'll see how this is going to work for the drivers as they pace around. And I'm going to take a vocal break, grab something to drink, and we'll be right back with you. car. We're going to go back to it here. 50 laps in. Lap 50 will be completed. They'll go back to green flag conditions. 110 laps to go. Man, oh man, you never know what you're going to get here as these guys are going to get back to their ways. Swavely, Schwartz, Williams, Sturgill, Watts, Hurst. That's going to be the front three rows. They're ready to rock and roll. Go back to green flag conditions. Peter Schwartz having a little bit of connection issues right there, I believe. I don't pretend to make any qualifying standards on that because, you know, sometimes I can't see cars because it doesn't allow me to see them on the network. But for the most part, I'm pretty solid. Waiting for the green. They get it. Swavely gets a jump right there. 8's going to be right there on the rear bumper on him. He's going to be able to have a nice little run. Little connection issues. 97 slides up. 8 slides down. 97 is going to be there. Sturgill gets around a couple of drivers on the restart right there. Teammate Hurst right behind him. Oh, the 8 off the wall right there just a little bit. I'm telling you, that right side damage is going to be a big factor here, and you're going to have to watch it as you're going to watch these guys come out here with some bumps and bruises. 38 of Swavely leading 0.6 of a second out over Schwartz. Sturgill going to the inside. Battle for second. Up 21 spots is Jonathan Schwartz after the restart. Had a good little run right there, but we'll see how things work themselves. Zachary Taylor real quick on the early go. Had to come back to pit road. I believe Taylor went ahead and came in on 47 when it took those tires that he's going to need. So he's going to have to make that stick for a long period of time. 70 out front. Able to run with everybody up there real fast, real early on. Up 18 spots inside the top 5. Mike Watt, he's gonna be making those tires. He's got to make them last a long time if I'm looking at it the right way here. Rich Swavely leading the field at 1.6 seconds. Taylor really driving around. And he is up there now. He went around Sturgill like he was standing still. Last time by 31.54 to Richard Swavely's 31.58. Swavely is Mike Watts. He's up there inside the top 3 as well. Swavely 1.6 seconds. That's the gap. He's got something like 26 laps before he, this time by when he comes across the stripe right there. 26 laps to go. Lap 55 being completed. But Taylor's going to have to start catching Swavely. Rich is on it, man. He is gone. Good little battle going back here. Joseph Mahar to the outside. That's Ray Rogers right there, the 97. Trying to hold on to it. A little wall scrape for everybody. Those sparks can throw a little bit of misdirection your way. 85, a little right rear damage, but that's not slowing them down. The 28 of Moore to the outside. 97 getting checked up just a little bit. Michael Sturgill stuck in a hornet's nest. The 51 really stuck in a hornet's nest. 32 to the bottom. 51 trying to be patient inside the top 10. Finally gets an opportunity to switch lanes. 97 holding on to it. The 97, when he came to pit road, did not take tires. So he's just a little slower. Ray Rogers on fresh tires inside the top 10. He's in 7th, off 5 from where he started. Cody Shantz going around. Teammates side by side. 32 in the 11. Cody Shantz and Gene Wolf. These drivers did not take tires last time by. So we're going to see how it's going to work for them. Clint Leatherwood back in the mix. He is first car 1 lap down. The number 10 trying to hold off to 76. Wesley Burchett behind him. And just in case something happens, he's going to be able to hold on to it. Nobody coming to pit road just yet. They're moving. Taylor closing the gap by a lot. Mike Sturgill didn't really care for the tire thing. Swavely, distance closing, gap closing. Swavely holding on to it as best as he can. Came in on 42, fresh tires for Zach Taylor. Not by much, though. We're talking just a little bit. Mike Watts, the 84, is going to be there. Ray Rogers back to 9th again. And had a whole lot of nose and bumper of everybody that was in front of him. So the 51 slightly get himself back in the mix. Needing to take his time. At least take 2. Swavely, I get it, Mike. I get it. Yet, didn't take tires. It happens. 38, 14, 84, 42, and the 85 of Mahar. Taylor the closest to the leader, and starting to pull him in. Zach Taylor trying to lead here. Good little run going on. 38, 14, 84. How is this going to work out for Zach Taylor later on? That's kind of what I'm thinking. If he's through 2 tire changes already, how's it going to work for him? Because he's only got 1 left in the bag. And with the and that's just from what I see. He's got 1 left in the bag. He's going to have to run a ton of laps after the break, after the stage break. On a set of tires, so we'll see how that works for them as they continue to move forward. It's possible. It happened yesterday. Take them early or don't take them. Eventually, you're going to take them. Right now, Sturgill back to 12th, your pole sitter. Tires have kind of evened out for everybody, though, so quite possibly might have something figured out. George Williams right behind him. We'll be looking to go around him. He's much faster. He's right all over the back bumper, so got to protect. But at the end of the day, you don't really want to protect. You just kind of want to run your lap. 40 down low, 97. Has the 70 teammate right behind him. Ray Rogers picking up a spot. Or he looked like he was picking up a spot. I think he lost one. He's inside the top 10 still. Just trying to figure out what's going on there, but you never know. Chris McLean, he's up 19 spots. Talking about this guy earlier, about being a guy to watch. There he is, the 42. Zach Taylor out front. Just missed that. Sorry, folks. I was going back looking at what was going on back there. Saw some things switching on my relative screen. Swavely right there behind Zach Taylor. They're starting to catch up to some lap traffic. Taylor last time by 32.77. Rich Swavely might have been saving a little bit. 0.5 of a second slower than Zach Taylor. I think this time he might be relative to the driver. Rich driving the Toyota Chevy out front now. 32.64 for Zach Taylor, 32.76 for Rich Swavely. Last 5 lap times for the drivers. We're going to take a look at that real quick because that's my favorite thing. Was just a little bit gained on 60, 61, 62, 63. A little bit heavier loss on something must have happened to Swavely to lose that much ground. A 10th on the last lap. And a 10th on that lap for Mr. Swavely. Lost to the race leader, Zachary Taylor. While we have a minute, remember, get out your browser. Go to OmegaLeafCBD.com. Put in promo code CARS25. Get yourself a discount. Bought some stuff. I told you guys before I bought some stuff for my pet's gym out there. Absolutely. Jim Halaka. Absolutely amazing wealth of knowledge and information about CBD. Puts a lot of information on the website out there. My pets are reaping the benefits of it. Swavely and Taylor, they're doing a pretty darn good job holding on to it.
Swavely getting right back to the back bumper. This is the battle for first and second, the lead here. Watts catching our race leaders as well. There's Mike Watts. He's pulling within a second. He was 2 seconds off of Rich Swavely whenever Rich got that big run. And right now, there's a big change, big difference going on. Little lap traffic for the drivers in front of him. Zach Taylor going to the inside. Ooh, leader. Oh, man. The 77 went high right there. He tapped the wall. That was Tony Edrington. He was trying to stay out of the way. He's got a little left side damage the way it looks anyway. But tapped the wall. Kind of messed up his line a little bit right there. 23rd place driver still running and doing a great job at that. Continue to run. That's going to be the big factor. 69 of 160. 38 to the inside. 14 utilizing a much higher line this time by as the 38 starts to pull within the drafting zone. 14 trying to break up the draft on the 38. 38 looking like he might apply some pressure here. 14 comes down, slams the door. 38 checking up. Swavely ready to drive. He's doing a wonderful job. Pole sitter Sturgill back to 14th. Got Brad Williams right behind him. George Williams up into 10th. David Moore. There's David, the 28. Had some good fortune come his way. He's up there, 9 spots up. Brad Fulham looking like he is coming. He was trying to come to pit road. Or somebody was trying to come to pit road. And I tell you what, I think it was Tony Edrington trying to come to pit road. Somebody was coming to pit road. There he is. If you want to know what James Kunkel's car looks like, there it is. Zach Taylor coming around, 0.3 of a second. Big checkup kind of helped anybody that was making any progress. 19 had to really get on the brakes there. Zach Taylor, Rich Swavely, Mike Watts, Chris McLean, Joseph Mahar started 6th. He's in 5th right now. He's doing a pretty darn decent job. 32 of Cody Shantz right there. He's tracking him down just a little bit at a time, but not too much. Cody actually last time by was 0.2 of a lap slower than Joseph Mahar. Last time by, Zachary Taylor and Mike Watts ran the same exact lap time. To the 100th. 32.74 for both drivers, but this time by, Mr. Watts ran a 32.84 on that lap. 73 of 160 being completed, roughly about 8 laps. Going to make it 7 laps to the stage finish. And Rich Swavely has led a bunch of laps here. Needs all the points to get it. He was the stage winner last time by. And a good little run for him. Still enough laps in here for the drivers to be able to make something work, make something stick. Anthony, what's going on, brother? Good to see you out there. Mr. Anthony Garland chatting it up out there with us. Taylor having a good mid-high line run. Swavely starts to catch him again. Taylor trying to utilize different lines. 75 of 160, 14, kind of backing out of it, getting back in it. Looks like a repeat of about 5 laps ago. 14, up into the wall. 14, a little bit loose out of the corner. Chance right there for Swavely to capitalize, but I think he just lets out of the gas and lets the 14 kind of collect himself. So good little run for the drivers. A little right side damage now for him. A little wall scrape. We see it all the time. Gives you about 10 seconds of repairs when you come to pit road. So considering the 14 is going to need every ounce of what he has to be able to get him to the finish here. Swavely to the back bumper. The 14 goes to the outside. 14 is going to close the door a little bit. Oh, a little bit into the back bumper. A little bit loose. 14 38-14 out of the corner. 38 having to check up quite profusely. That right side might be playing a big factor here for Taylor. Taylor needing every bit of it here. 4 laps to go before the end of the stage. 77 being lap 77 being completed. Mr. Garland, you got to put out. We've had one caution for incident. Excuse me. Take that back. Make sure. 2 cautions for incident. So with 2 cautions for incident, make sure that you put your guess out there on how many cautions you're going to have, so you can get yourself something cool. SCTV mug coming your way if you get it right. Somebody's guessed 5 and I think somebody else guessed something else as well. Two laps to go on the stage, and oh man. Yes, you can. Oh, Sherry, I meant to tell you. Yes, you can drink sweet tea out of that bottle. Anthony says 4 cautions. There you go. That does not count the cautions for incident, or only counts the cautions for incident. So technically, we'll be up to 4 cautions this next time whenever the stage is thrown. But it does not include the stage cautions. Only cautions for incident. So 4. That's what you got. 14:38 last lap for the end of the stage. 14 trying to close the close it down and get a stage win here. Michael's right front is toast. I bet it is. 14:38 getting to the back bumper. 38's going to be there. Anthony says 4. 14 trying to slam the door, trying to make it stick. 38's going to be there on the bottom. Does he have enough to cross over? I don't think he's going to do it. We'll see it here. 14 wins stage 1. Zachary Taylor having to do a little bit of driving to get some stage points here. And good little drive for those folks. Zachary Taylor picking up a stage win. Going to come around and meet the pace car. Going to have some fun. His wheel is shaking. I bet that thing, you could probably hear it go. Pace car. Backstretch 14's got to check up for it. He was hauling around. Now, Zach Taylor needing every bit of fortune here as he comes around. I think because he spun out, he went in and took a set of tires. He was super fast. Just got loose, bring out that second caution for incident. And that right there is a big thing. I know what happens. I have a direct drive wheel, and I know what happens whenever my tire, or whenever my wheel shakes, or if I get something going on. Man, it goes insane. Big old, it's terrible. Let's see what happens. Is the 14 going to take tires this time by? He's going to be able to try to keep up for the long haul. My curiosity is peaking. So not trying to hold on to it. Yep, tires coming for the 14. At least, well, I think it was at least, he took 4 tires. I don't think he got anything fixed there. Maybe if he did, he just got a little bit. .38's going to win the race off pit road. Right there. And Swavely back in the lead. Who's stuck it out? Who's going to stay out? Who's going to take the lucky dog? I do believe Clint Leatherwood is, he's a few laps down. He's in 23rd. I think he went in and got some damage repaired. Josh Peterson, about 4 laps down. Leatherwood, both of these guys 5 laps down. So Peterson and Leatherwood both 5 laps down. And Peterson would be the first car off the lead lap. So that's Leatherwood 6 laps down. It says now. Oh, he's in on pit road. That's why. Gotcha. So 22 cars on the lead lap right now, and that's pretty darn interesting. Or 21 cars on the lead lap right now. That's pretty darn interesting. Well, it says that, but that's not right. John Schwartz, 83, so he's on the lead lap. Phil Locke, looks like he would be on the lead lap as well. We're going to see. Johnson says a lap down. Mosh Basher a lap down. It's crazy. The relatives doing all kinds of dumb stuff. Mr. Greg, I hope you're having a fantastic evening. Can't wait to broadcast for you this Sunday. It's going to be awesome. This Sunday, Joe Six-Pack Racing. If you're out there watching, we're going to be live at 4:20 Eastern on Sunday. I'm in direct competition with NASCAR, apparently, which is awesome because I like being in competition. It means however many views I pull away from NASCAR means that you guys like my racing better. Totally joking. Not really. Yeah, I'm pretty thrilled. I love Joe Sixpack Racing on Sundays. It's literally it's called Racing for the Rest of Us. That's their motto, and I couldn't agree more. Absolutely thrilling to be a part of that series. If you haven't watched, go back. They just go in and have fun. That's tough sometimes with racing leagues, to be able to find a league that you can just go out there, have fun, not worry about it, and do it. Anthony Garland out there as well, one of the admins for the series, which is super awesome. Yeah, where are we at this week? I forget where we're at this week. 7% on his right front. Holy cow! That thing was close to blowing. I mean, what iRacing considers blowing, which is like a fake blowing, which is horrible. Doesn't really blow. At least the tire doesn't really blow. Alrighty. Swavely, Taylor, McLean, Watts, Mahar. It's going to be the top 5. Mr. Mahar's doing a phenomenal job today. Everybody give him a big old pat on the back for doing a magnificent job, which I thoroughly enjoy. Anybody who gets any kind of enjoyment out of esports and iRacing and what we have going on here, it's just a whole lot of fun. I believe next week you guys will have to tune in too. We're going to have a nice little segment, I believe, with Joe from PhilHab. We're gonna bring her back on. We're gonna talk about her, what she's doing with that beer chick, because she started a YouTube channel. It's really stinking awesome. Pace car dives off. We're waiting for the green flag. 38, 14, 42, 84, 85. It's gonna be a race to the finish. 75 laps to go. And man, oh man, Swavely gets a good run right there. He's got a good jump. 42 McLean's going to be there. 42 McLean has some fresh tires. Number 21 doing a heck of a job getting by the 14 of Zachary Taylor. Taylor's going to be fast, but how long is he going to be able to run those laps? Because I tell you what, he's going to have some guys. Whoa, George off the wall back there just a little bit. Swavely, McLean, Taylor, Watts, Mahar, Brad Williams there. Where is Ray Rogers? Ray Rogers took fuel this time. Well, he went back in. Maybe he got a little damage fixed, because it says he's been to pit road a couple of times now. So he went back in and got some damage fixed. But I know he's got some fresh tires, so hopefully he can capitalize and work his way back to the front. We know that is kind of where he is at. Swavely got a little bit of company. Chris McLean has moved himself 21 positions up to second. And some of the biggest movers coming from the back to the front. There is those drivers. Rich Swavely having a fantastic drive today. And man, oh man, The tower cam. I like the tower cam. It just follows the cars around nice and easy. Rich Swavely holding on. McLean's going to get there. Inside the top 5, 2 Toyotas and 3 Chevys. Mr. Sturgill finally working his way back to the front. He's fast. He needs tires, though. You need tires to be fast. Hurst is going to be there. He's there to the inside. This is going to be all about the finish and the end of the race. You were talking about it just a little bit ago. 38 of Swavely out front. Able to be comparative to the rest of the racetrack. Sturgill ran his fastest lap way earlier, but according to the relative, he's there in 5th. He ran a 31.26. Rich Swavely ran a 31.45, this time by 31.65, and Sturgill a 31.27. So if anybody's coming, it's that driver right there. A couple of drivers running their fastest laps of the race. Brad Williams just ran a 31.65. That was his fastest lap of the race. And Cody Shantz, 32, just ran his fastest lap of the race, 31.71. Congratulations, guys. Man, oh man. Fastest driver on the racetrack right now, that guy. Up to 4th, or up to 5th. Right there behind the 84 of Mike Watts. Take that back. That last time, that guy was the fastest driver around the racetrack. Get it. Swavely holding on. He says, hold my beer, let's go. .92 of 160. They are having some fun. I do dig it. Appreciate everybody out there watching. Make sure you give the like and follow. New Hampshire, says Greg. We're going to be in New Hampshire. We got too many windows open right now. I should have just looked in the Discord. New Hampshire, we're going to have some short track racing again. It's going to be fun. Nice little broadcast for all those guys over there. A lot of fun for me. I do enjoy it. Swavely, McLean, Taylor, Sturgill, Watts, Hurst, Williams, Mahar, Wolf Fulham. They are moving. They're going places and they're going fast. All right, vocal break. We're going to put it on with static cams. If you like the sounds of iRacing, I'm going to give you an opportunity to just turn up your TV and just chill and listen. Here he is, your race leader, Rich Swavely, Casper, Wyoming native, the number 36. Cold look on his face. Tight grip on the steering wheel. You would think this was a simulator. And it kind of is. KPTV 75, Pointers Motor Supplies out there on YouTube. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. All right, so the way this might work for you here, folks, is I do believe, you know, they're going to run 27 to 32 laps, maybe 35 laps, depending on who the drivers are. So that'll put them roughly about 5 to 10 laps short on their fuel window as they come around here with roughly they're going to have 58 laps to go this time by when he crosses the start-finish line. So we'll start seeing the pit window open about halfway in between all of the mix. So we'll see what happens here. Tire is going to be a big factor here, and the 14 of Taylor, he is coming around. I think he went to pit road on 82 was last time by, so I think he did. He went in and got fuel. He wanted to stretch it as far as he could, so he's going to run those tires off of that bad boy and try to do the best that he can. I don't blame him. Went in on 82, got some fuel, and he was running up front there for a little while. And man, Swavely, McLean, Watts, Hurst, and Williams. Sturgill falls back to 6th. Brad Williams doing a phenomenal job as well. The 94 up 12 spots to 5th. There's the 70 in front of him. 70 trying to put his nose around Mike Watts in front of him. Saw some bumper-to-bumper action there. That was amazing. I hope you had fun with the, you know, everything out there. Thank you to everybody tuning in out there. Chat it up. The more chats we have, the more viable the information we are supposed to be able to be a part of. 70 trying to go to the inside of the 84. 84 still holding on to the outside line. That outside line can be super fast here at Kentucky. But at some point, it's going to really eat up the tires on the high line, on the higher line. Yeah, this kind of depends. Mahar in 8th, Wolf in 9th, Chance in 10th. They are going. Yeah, that's what it was. Zach Taylor came in on lap 100. Took fuel to run his line. He's going to be there to the inside of the 97. He comes back out trying to take some lap times away from pretty much everybody. Rich Swavely, 2-second lead over McLean. He's clutching it in. I can hear him clutch, trying to save fuel. All right by me. Save as much as you can. I don't blame you. Let's see if he does it again. Doesn't get to it that time. I heard him clutch it in. Let's see if he does it in 3. 2-second lead for him. He does. Look at him. He's clutching it in. Yeah, buddy. I knew I heard it. Yeah. And he's still pulling away. Look at that. 38 out front. That's how you save fuel here. You're on a fuel mileage strategy, and you've got a kind of a big gap. These guys are following tooth and nail to each other. That's how you save fuel. You're going to run just a little bit longer than everybody else. You run that extra lap, gives you a little bit of extra time. If you're the race leader, you can run just a little bit longer, and you're faster. So that's an awesome little strategy for Rich Swavely. This is a big old pack of 4 drivers here competing for position. 14 trying to get a lap back. He is first car off the lead lap. Came to pit road on lap 100 to run his fuel strategy. Needs to be out front for a little while. After the strategy, you might see it in his favor. But all the drivers are going to be on new tires. That's going to change things a little bit later on. Maybe hoping for something to go in the right direction. Swavely's still out front. He does have a little bit of company in the form of lap traffic, but we'll see how that's going to work. Mike Sturgill moved himself back up a few positions after getting some hitting some tires. He's just kind of holding himself nice and easy. 11 to the outside of the 85 they're running. Jonathan Schwartz in 13th. Oh, he wasn't there. Oh, hold on. He was blinking there. Hold on. Here's George Williams trying to have a top 10 night, up two spots. He started 14th, so he's still doing pretty darn well. 94, Brad Williams coming to pit road, giving up 5th place. He's going to take that fuel mileage. Ran 30 laps, or 26 laps on his tires. And we'll see what happens. Maybe he's just going to take fuel. I wouldn't know. He's clutching it in. Brad Williams, Jonathan Schwartz. We'll see if they just take fuel. I wouldn't doubt if they just take fuel. It's kind of the idea. He's going to take full pit stop, I believe. He is. Full pit stop for Brad Williams. He's coming off pit road, 15.35 seconds. It's like Jonathan Schwartz, he's in as well. The 8, Rich Swavely coming around. Mike Sturgill in on pit road as well. See what Mr. Sturgill does. I know he's got that extra set of tires. I wouldn't... we'll see what happens here. Swavely looking to push as long as he can. Sturgill taking a full field. Yep, Sturgill is going to get a full set. Swavely 2-second lead over Hurst. And it's still going. Hitting next to this says, yeah, we saw him, man. We got it. Yeah, get it. $113 of 160 for the drivers. 33.02 for the last lap for the race leader. 32.93 for second place, but relative only good for a drafting segment. I know the 38's clutching it in as long as he can. And he's still holding the same distance. Pretty well just kind of relaxing, trying to put himself out there as far as he can. Hurst coming to pit road this time by Watts. Looks like he is going to go around McLean. Fulham back in the mix. Hurst down. Mahar back in 5th. Zach Taylor, first driver off the lead lap. Right there behind the race leader is Mike Watts with him. Going to pull Mike Watts around. I think that's going to be the big factor here when these guys come to pit road. Taylor's gained some ground in his last lap. Is just the same, if not better, than Richard Swavely, the race leader. So as he holds on to it, it might benefit him. Rich Swavely still competing, still completing laps. And that is kind of how the cookie crumbles. He's got a little bit in the 76 in front of him. So 76 is going to be the first car off the lead lap. 76 on some older tires. Now George Williams still looking to come in on pit road. Cody Shantz on pit road this time by 32. You know what I keep forgetting is that there is this thing that I can do like that. I forget I can do that. Mike Watts on pit road as well. I always forget that I have certain capabilities that are pretty darn awesome. You know. Swavely still holding on to a little bit of a lead here. Fulham, they're 6.5 seconds off, though. And everybody coming to pit road this time by. I was going to kind of do a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Everybody. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There it is. McLean on pit road. Swavely coming to pit road. Ray Rogers back around. Looks like Ray is going to lead here. There he is. Ray getting another lap led. No doubt he is holding out for something to happen here. Taylor up to fourth now. As Taylor's coming around, it looks like he might complete some laps on some folks. Taylor about 25 seconds off of Ray Rogers. Ray in on pit road this time by. And just like that, that's how it goes. Swavely comes in for a full 4 tire change. So he's coming off pit road this time by. About 11. Whoa, man, oh man. That just happened. No caution. Ray Rogers in on pit road. There he is. Michael Sturgill, your race leader. Came in on 113 or 111. Took tires. And have a big old, nice little lead over Zachary Taylor. That was almost a caution. Something happened. It didn't show me. Ooh, what happened there? Yeah, I didn't have any doubt. I just wanted to make sure that he saved the tires for a good reason. I completely get why he did. Just a lot could have happened to cause that issue. So, you know, just my opinion. Had a good little drive. Nice little drive going on for Mr. Sturgill. 2 seconds is the gap between he and teammate of Hurst. Pole sitter back out front. Taylor falling back just a little bit. He is on those old tires. He's going to have to drive the heck out of it. Moving and grooving. Here they go. Sturgill, Hurst, Brad Williams, the 94. The 14 is Zach Taylor. Mike Watson, the 84. That's your top 5. I will tell you that Hurst, teammate to the 97, is faster. Does have about 3 laps fresher tires, but he's significantly faster than the 97. So, you know, this is all going to work about. This will all be about what's going to happen there at the very end, because the way that it looks, they are going to have to pit one more time for at least fuel. And as long as drivers can get in and do it, that will be the big factor. Hurst is catching teammate Michael Sturgill Jr., MSJ. And as it stands, it really will be about the end all to be all. Now, you know, Sturgill might be clutching in, saving. He might be doing that. It might be why he's running a little bit slower lap times. Then again, car might have come away. He might have driven it too hard coming around. He pitted about 8 laps fresher than everybody else. Taylor and Swavely in on pit road this time by. Taylor in trying to... I think he's got some tire. Oh, he had a set of tires in there, didn't he? He did have a tire. Swavely's going to come around. Zach Taylor was losing a little bit there. making the choice to come in on lap 126. 127 being completed. Hurst, your new race leader, he got around teammate Sturgill pretty darn easily right there, by the relative at least. Sturgill trying to hold on to it. Ben Hurst, substitute. I say substitute, but I think he's the new full-time driver for the number 70 here in the Cars Series. Took over for Jonathan Bell. Now finds himself out front in the Dunkaroos. Is that the Dunkaroos? Those are those things that I remember those when I was a kid, man. I might have been a teenager. That's why I might remember them. Dunkaroos, like little yogurt cream things you dunk cookies in. I remember those things. Hurst, Sturgill, Williams, Watts, Schwartz. Jonathan Schwartz finding some good fortune inside the top 5. Biggest mover of the race right now as well. Listening to Michael's Twitch, and it's Mike Sturgill out there talking about MJ. Listening to his Twitch and how pretty cool they work as a team. Yeah, that's team driving is some of the best driving that you're going to be able to see out there. Chris McLean coming to pit road this time by. That'll put him 30 laps into it. And now I know that 35 laps is kind of the max. It's kind of all that you need to run, all that you really want to run. And you're going to see some of these drivers that pitted on lap 125, like Rich Swavely. This guy right here coming around some traffic on some fresher tires. Going to be there at the very end. These guys that are on 20-lap tires, he and Zachary Taylor, they're holding on to it. They came out on lap 125, and they know that they can drive 35 laps on these tires. And barring any incident, that's pretty much the way that the race is going to go. You got to check in and check out. You know, you got to kind of see what you got to do. Chris McLean, he's another driver, came out on lap 129. You got to look at pit strategy being the big key here. What do you do? What do you see? And a good old head in it. Keep driving down. Out front, 2.8 seconds over teammate Michael Sturgill. See what's happening back, just a little bit further back. Cody Shantz, there's the number 10. He is rolling. He's first car. Number 32. It looked like he was first car off the lead lap, but he's coming around to complete the same lap as the leaders. Last car in the lead lap might be Zachary Taylor. I believe he just went around. No, he didn't. Not yet. I'm trying to keep up here, folks. I promise. Taylor in 13th. Swavely, Burchett, Taylor. You know, having a little bit of fun. I like it. I like it. 24 laps to go. The 73.6 seconds out front. And good little run they've got going on. I do dig it. I really do. He's doing a pretty darn good job. That's kind of where, things are interesting. That's for darn sure. That's kind of where you're at. Checking things out here as we go, folks. Alrighty, let's see, folks. Throat's a little sore. I'm holding off. 94 goes around for second. He's got Watts right there with him. So the 94 was patient. He's got Zachary Taylor in front of him. Taylor on some fresher tires. He's in 7th right now. He is trying to track down Ben Hurst, who is roughly in the relative in front of him, almost a full lap. 37 seconds to be exact as they come around. 19 laps to go. Ben, the only driver that you see here. Now, Zach's he's also in line with Rich Swavely, who's in 6th, who is a lap down right now. So Swavely, first car, 1 lap down. George Williams, the number 40, he came to pit road on lap 118. So he is trying to stretch his tires for as long as he can as well. He's last car in the lead lap. Brad Williams right there in 3rd. Mike Watts and Ben Hurst in just holding on for as long as they can. George about to go a lap down. George on a little bit fresher tires than the race leader, but the race leader still holding on. Race leader is going to run out of fuel. Fastest lap of the race just ran by Sturgill. He's trying to catch up to Zachary Taylor. Taylor 8.5 seconds in front of that driver right there. So that's the line you're going to be looking at. 17 laps to go. And at some point, the 70 is going to have to come to pit road. We'll take a look at the pit strategy of the guys in the top 10. 29 laps for Hurst. He should be able to run all the way to, depending on how he's really run himself, he should be able to run 34 laps. And he's coming to pit road this time by. Watts going to stick it out. Looks like Watts might stick it out. No, he's coming to pit road. Brad Williams coming to pit road. George Williams coming to pit. No, he's not coming to pit road. Not yet. Come on, George. You're going to lead a lap, right? Backstretch run for the driver. George Williams coming around the track. Watts, 5.5 seconds. Mahar, 1.5 seconds. George might be close to leading the lap here. George Williams, a new race leader, hasn't officially led the lap yet, so He's got to come around and complete the lap. Lead a lap, George. Lead a lap. I'm gonna say something real quick, folks. Swavely right there catching up. George does lead a lap right there. Swavely passes him. Taylor's gonna be right there as well. All the drama that you guys that you might see there. A comment was removed by one of our admins out there. I don't want people to bash other leagues or bash people on my stream. That right there, I have the right to remove any content, and so do my admins. They have the right to remove any content from Signature Esports streams that they feel necessary. Kevin, I appreciate you watching the streams, and I appreciate the view. I really do. But this is a broadcast, and as much as I know that you're probably frustrated with a few things that happened in the league. That has nothing to do with my stream. So please take it up with them. Don't take it up with my streams. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody that does tune in to do this, to watch this. This is absolutely a blast for me to commentate. But thank you very much. I do appreciate you. Richard Swavely out front. The 40 of Williams there. And that is the distance between 1 and 2, 38-14. The 97 of Sturgill's there as well. Sturgill's got some fresh tires. Ooh, Sturgill getting real close to the 32 there. Oh, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy goodness. Caution comes out. Third for incident. Here's what happened. 14's right there. It's a little bit loose. 97's right there. Man. That ends the day for the 14. Might back that up just a little bit. We're going to see what happened here. Just a little on the inside after coming back to it. Here we go. All right, so we're going to look at it from the far chase view. 14 there with the 38. 14 drops down. 97's right there. 97 is on fresh tires. 14 comes up to take his line. 97, oh, man. Oh. No bueno, man. Do believe, yeah, aggression goes around. Sometimes being aggressive does do that. But, you know, these things do happen. Man, if you had a strategy, what do you do now? Rich Swavely, Sturgill, Hurst, and Watts. And we got the 94 Williams there. They're all having a whole lot of fun. Man, oh man. Let's see. I think it's a mix of a little bit of both. I think the 14 was lifting into the corner. He knew that there's a car there going to be there at the bottom. He had to choose to use the high line. I think that the 97 was faster. He was probably being a little aggressive. He probably could have lifted out of that corner just a little bit more, and that would have changed the impact of what happened there. And from my point of view, it looked like the 97 was sitting in the trunk of the 14 for a moment. Taylor says, everything's great. Can't wait to get back in on the track next week. He's not mad, folks. It was a good little run. Patience would have gotten him by, probably a little bit more there. But you know, these things do happen. These things do happen. 38, 97, 70, 84, 94. Folks, sorry about my little rant just a second ago. You know, I stream this, and if you've got critique and criticism for me, that's cool. But regardless if you like the league that I'm broadcasting for, regardless if you like the race, if you get out there and you hate on people, my admins have been directed to delete those comments. We don't like hate speech. We don't like bashing people. We like racing criticism and fun. You know, oh, that could have happened. But if you're out there bashing people, you're telling people that, you know, nobody, you know, this league doesn't run well, or whatever the case may be. It's not tolerated. That's just ridiculousness. So, you know, in that regards, I'm here to broadcast. I get paid by this league to broadcast their stuff here, to make it engaging, to tell a story. And the last thing that I want to do is to have to go through and explain why I'm leaving comments about hate in a league up on our broadcasts. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. I like professionalism, and I am a very professional person when it comes to doing this. Opinions are opinions, but if you've got an issue with a league, take it up with the league. It has no place out there on in regards to what I have going on. So please take it up with the leagues. If you have an issue with them, go to their Facebook page. And just leave it off my broadcast. That's all that I ask. You could be mad that somebody, like your driver, got turned. That's cool, but when you're bashing people's like that was just ridiculous. Anywho, 7 laps to go. The 38's back out front. He's got a good little jump right there. They're going to go. We're going to have a good end to this race, and that's what's going to happen. 7 to go, 38, 70, 97 is going to be there to the outside of the teammates. I believe that might be what's going to be sticking there. Zach Taylor was still on the track. He's still got a top 10 look. He's still got a little bit going on there. George Williams going around. Zach Taylor falling off track just a little bit right there. Ben Hurst out front goes around Rich Swavely. Something happened there with Rich because these guys are super fast. And right now, Michael Sturgill is there for second. The 94 of Brad Williams trying to peek around to the outside of both of those drivers. The 94 still fast as well. Ben Hurst out front, full second, 6 laps to go, moving and grooving. Teammates running. Last time by, Brad Williams, he's going to get around the 97. The 94 is fast as well. There goes the 94. Toyota, 2 Chevys and a Toyota. Then another Chevy of Mike Watts, the 84. Ben Hurst extending that lead 1.3 seconds as 5 laps to go is the key. Hurst, Williams, Sturgill, Swavely, Rich Swavely still not out of this yet. And another driver that's not out of it, Mike Watts, the 84. John Schwartz, the 8. is there as well. 4 laps to go. Does anybody have enough to catch? Because right now, Ben Hurst, who just ran a good lap, the 94, ran a faster lap by a whole tenth and a half, is still coming. I mean, you're talking about a difference in lap times here. 4 laps to go. If the 70 makes a mistake, these guys both came to pit road on lap 144, so they've got those fresher tires. And Brad Williams, that time ran just a little bit slower time. He was trying to catch him. 3 laps to go. Williams needing every bit of that track that he can get coming out of the turn. He's going to wash up the track just a little bit. Gap closing a little, but not this time by Ben Hurst, leading with 3 laps to go. Brad into the corner, trying to close the distance. Does he have it? Sturgill in third. Has the 74 of Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson, the first time I mentioned the all name, and I'm sorry, man. Chris Johnson pulling the wool over my eyes. Look at him go. He came in on lap 150. He's got some fresh tires. He's got the 97 in his sights. That's going to be a move. What do you do? 2 laps to go. The 74, IJD Racing, trying to get around. I believe that's a teammate there. He is going to do it. Mike falls back to 4th. Ben Hurst coming around, take 2 to go. Now, white flag waves for Mr. Hurst. Brad Williams in second. Close, but I don't think he has enough. Got to hold on to it into the corners. Does he have enough to close the distance? I don't believe that's going to happen. 2 more turns for the 70. Keep it off the wall, and he's clean and free home. Moving and grooving. There they go. Ben Hurst. 2 more turns. Williams had it. Could have had it if it was a little bit longer race. But here at Kentucky, the 70 wins his debut. Brad Williams in the 94. Johnson in the 74. Sturgill top 5 today. Mr. Wolf in 5th. Look at him run. That was like a little finish right there. A little quick little sprint. Nice job, folks. Nice job. Ben Hurst coming around. He's going to burn it down for you for just a moment. He's going to celebrate. Woo, get it. Race results for you right there. Ben Hurst, Brad Williams, Chris Johnson, Michael Sturgill, Gene Wolfe. All those guys holding on to it. Rich Swavely comes home 6th. Brad Fulham, Jonathan Schwartz, Mike Watts, Wesley Burchett finishes inside the top 10. Chris McLean, George Williams right there in 12th. Taylor, Mahar, Shantz, Locke, Lee, and Harden all the way to 18th. And finishing results for you here, all the way down to Mr. Deponette in 25th, Mossbasher in 22nd, David Moore in 20th, Ray Rogers, outside pole sitter, finishes a few laps down. Curious to what happened right there with Ray. He was super fast, super fast, and I had to pegged him to be up there as well. Excuse me. All right, we know what we got to do. This is what we got to do.
Congratulations to the winner from Pub Table Racers. My name is Warren Brosell. I've been in NASCAR for 20 plus years. Sitting next to me is...
My name's Tim Packman. I'm involved in the short track industry and NASCAR for about 30 years. And we have a Facebook Live show every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. We're also on YouTube, Twitter. We have a website, pubtableracers.com. And we invite you to come check all that out.
Apple Podcast also.
Yep, we have all that too. And Warren, what's it like to be involved with this league?
We're very proud to be involved with this league. Congratulations again.
And congratulations to the winner as you pull into Pub Table Racers Victory Lane.
And
cheers.
As we do pull into Pub Table Racers Victory Lane, I do have Ben Hurst in the number 70 here inside the broadcast booth. Ben, good little drive off for you. Tires became the biggest factor. Coming in on lap 144, you had that extra set in the bag. Tell us about how that helps you get to the front.
So if I want to thank Chris Johnson and IJD Racing for bringing me on, and Jonathan Bell had a great pit strategy for us, and that saving that last set really helped us pull away from the field in the end. I really wanted that set early because we were falling back, but I'm really glad we saved it because it made things a lot easier on that restart.
Well, most definitely, you ran yourself around this track pretty ragged, just like pretty much everybody that was out there, especially those who were really wanting those tires. And your racing debut for the Championship Auto Racing Series inside the number 70. What's the inspiration behind the Dunkaroos? I got to know.
Man, it was one of my favorite childhood snacks. I could crush like 3 or 4 packs of those at a time, and they just recently brought them back, and I wanted to throw back to the 90s, something bright and fun. So Cosman at Splash and Go made this up for me, and I love it. I really do. But I think I'll be running a gray car here in the future for the team.
Sounds good, man. All right. Well, congratulations on your first win here. We look forward to seeing you get out there and put that 70 in victory lane again. Make sure you give the rest of your shout outs out there. I know that you've got your team, but anybody watching, all your family, all that stuff, go for it, my man.
Yeah, I just want to thank Sean again for letting me come race for him and putting together a great strategy, and Sturgill, my teammate, for talking me through the entry of the race because I wasn't really familiar. So I thank everybody on the team for helping me out, and see you next week, boys.
Absolutely. Ben Hurst, your race winner here in the Pub Table Racers victory lane, and followed up by none other than Brad Williams in 94. Look at you go, man. You really killed it there. Tell me about your race. You were screaming there at the end. I know that you came on a lap 150, but or not 150, 144 with Ben, but you were fast throughout the race, and you stuck there inside the top 10 outside of pit strategy for a long time.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. It was a good race. I mean, first off, we still had, even though Jay Bell wasn't driving tonight, he was still around giving us advice and stuff, and he's just been really nailing our pit strategy lately, and that's why I'm up here tonight, was more so to the pit strategy.
Well, pit strategy was key. He utilized it yesterday at Kansas, and it seems like mile and a halfs are his forte. So any advice you can always get from Jay Bell is always a good thing. We watched you tracking down a lot of teammates together. Do you think team driving here in this series is probably the best format that you can have?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to have great teammates. I mean, when you're surrounded with guys that have a lot of experience, and their I ratings are 3 times as much as mine, or 2.5 times as much as mine. I mean, I'm obviously surrounded by great guys, and it just makes it fun to get on every Wednesday night and drive with these guys. We have a really good team with Chris Johnson and Ryan McDuffie owning the team, and they've just put a lot of effort in this team, and it's just really great to be a part of.
Absolutely, my man. All right, my man. Give the rest of your shout-outs, family, friends, all that stuff, and I'll let you have that and go celebrate with your team.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, obviously, like I just said, really good to be part of IJDR Racing, and then I have a company that I work for on the car. It's Precision Hydration, so yeah, we do hydration tablets and hydration powder for sport, including racing. So if anybody needs hydration advice or wants to get some hydration products, check it out, precisionhydration.com. Thanks again, Jason, for what you guys do, and thanks for Dylan for putting together a good league.
Awesome. There he is. Brad Williams, getting to talk to that guy and enjoy it. He's going to come home second. And I've been waiting a long time to talk to this one. It's Johnson, the number 74, 27-year-old from Claremont, North Carolina. Only because I'm a North Kakalaki fan myself, if you know that about me. Chris, congratulations, top 3 finish here. I know that you and the teammates were working hard and diligently to have a good finish here, and this is going to be a heck of a boost in points. Walk us through the last part of that race and how it went for you.
Well, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I didn't think I had a snowball's chance in hell at the end of that towards the end of that stint, to be honest with you. If it wasn't for that last race last caution we had, I'd have been dead in the water. That first round of pit stops we got, I ended up towards the back of the pack, ended up a lap down, and I was just chasing the field the whole race, just biding my time, keeping it clean, and just trying to chase old Phil Locke down there toward, for a lucky dog spot, and it just seemed like he kept gapping me, and I kept stressing it, and just kept just rolling with it, staying diligent, and by God, it paid off.
Well, that's half the battle when it comes to being out there on the track, is just trying to keep yourself, one, consistent, two, your head in the game. And just like in real life, in real racing, sometimes that relative just seems to be a mind factor. And but here, it worked out for you. You got a caution late in the race, and lo and behold, there you go. You've got a top 3 finish.
Yes, sir.
All right, my man. Well, I know that you guys put a lot of work into your team, and I know that's been a big factor here. And it's finally I get to talk to you because I have to formally apologize because I called you a she the very first time that I ever broadcasted, because I'm not used to Chris being with a K. And I want to formally apologize about that. Now I firmly get to do that. So many apologies. I see your picture. You got a little one.
Yeah, a little 4-year-old named Colton. He's kind of like my co-pilot here. He's been wanting to race for the longest time, and there's been a few races where I've caught him over here trying to shift gears for me, and I got to kind of shoo him away on that one. And it's about his bedtime, and I know he's listening to me right now.
There you go, man. Colton, you have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning, little man, and get out there and start racing with your dad. Maybe your dad will let you put you on the practice track and get you out there having some fun. All right, my man. Congratulations, P3 finish, and make sure you give the rest of your shout-outs out there. It's good to have you in here, and remember that a snowball's chance sometimes sometimes does happen. Even for me, I'm terrible at iRacing. I get out here and I occasionally get a top 5 myself. So, very good drive, and congratulations once again.
I definitely appreciate it, and I just want to first off, I'm going to thank my wife for all this love and support she gives me, letting me do this, along with all my other endeavors. I know it's definitely stressful for her at times, but the other ones, I got to thank my buddy Duffy. Man, he gave me a call about this time last year, and we wanted to start this whole deal. And I was running dirt for a while and short track stuff, just hanging out, and he called me. I was like, I don't really know if I really want to step back up into the big 3. But right now, I'm glad I did. And all the boys we got back at the shop, Ben, J Bell, Sturgill, Ben, Brad. Sorry about that, Brad. Then all the other boys we got on the trucks crew: Andrew, Bedwell, and of course Duff, and J Bell running the 70 in the truck. Saw him dominating last night. That was great. I think it's just been a great week for us, and definitely look forward to talking to you again, and definitely getting these other boys up here and talking to you some more.
Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds good to me. Chris, congratulations, P3 finish, and I know you guys are definitely looking forward to some more racing over the next couple of weeks. I know that mile and a half are the big ones. Short tracks kind of get frustrating, but I know we got a super speedway coming up in a road course, I believe, here pretty soon. So we look forward to talking to you again, and congratulations. But great finish by all your team.
Appreciate you, Jason.
Absolutely. J Bell says big old dub out there. There you go, man. Back-to-back wins. Awesome. Fantastic. All right, my man. I always gotta sit here and thank everybody that helps me out too. And that goes to everybody that watches, and to each and every person that tunes in each and every week. A big drive off for the entire field here. Every week they get more and more used to driving with each other, and it's just been absolutely a thrill to see how iRacing has progressed esports as far as simulators go, and the teams and the camaraderie that you get. You're not always going to make everybody happy when it comes to owning leagues and teams. Trust me, I have the signature NASCAR series, but at the end of the day, if you can look at it and you go, you know what, that they had a great drive. They've learned a lot. They've learned to drive, and they've built that reputation to work around each other. It's an achievement. It's a community, and sometimes it's a family. So keep that in mind when it comes to what you do out there, folks, and what you say to folks as well. I try to treat everybody with the most respect possible. That includes everybody that that's chatting with the folks that are out here, and the things that get said. I try to protect I call it an investment, but it's not really an investment. I try to protect the what folks see, because realistically, you're here to watch a race. You're not here to have people bash other people. So that goes back to my point earlier. If you've got something to say that's race related, and if you're like, no, he got into that driver, oh no, that's one thing. But if you're out there, you're bashing people and you're talking ill about people, I'm not about that. So, but I do appreciate everybody tuning in. And if you do like the video, give us a like and follow. I absolutely enjoy it. So keep that in mind. And comments have been deleted. I know my moderators and my admins for our Facebook page went through and deleted some comments. So with all due respect to those who are out there, we don't want people to have to see that kind of stuff. So we have people monitoring that stuff. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed night. Tomorrow night we do have a cash race. Another cash race. We're off for the Signature eNASCAR Series. Friday night back with Midwest Days of Thunder. Saturday we're going to have a card break, I believe, and then I think I do have an F1 broadcast on Saturday, so that'll be about 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. So we'll be checking that out. If you guys are out there and you're gaming and you want to have some fun, make sure that you tune in, and not just gaming, but we do card breaks. We do all kinds of things to be a community and to be a part of your life. Signature Esports is more than just esports. It's a community. So keep that in mind. And thank you all out there. Go to signatureesports.com, buy a t-shirt, hit the donate tab, do whatever you got to do. Help support the channel. And we appreciate you very much. Have a good night. And if I don't see you, have a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good morning.
They need the white flag. What's going to happen? It's about to get interesting.